In this tutorial, we're looking at simplifying algebraic fractions. And often you will get a question which looks a little bit like this, and it says simplify. And I know that a lot of GCSE students will run crying for the hills at this point. Okay, so let's have a look at it. Now you'll see there aren't many key points on the left, and perhaps the most important one is the bit in green at the top. Expect things to cancel. Okay, and use this to help you. We'll see how we use it to help us in a minute, but we should be expecting things to cancel. So what do? Well, you simply factorise the top and the bottom and cancel the common factors. And that really is it. Of course, you may be asked to add some fractions together first, but once you're doing the simplifying, it really is as simple as that. So let's have a look at this particular question. The top is 3x plus 6, and there is a common factor of 3, which we take out and we say that's 3 times x plus 2. And we can check that by multiplying out if we want to. Okay, the bottom is x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now, of course, you do need to be able to factorise quadratics to be able to do this. There is a tutorial on that if you can't, but assuming you can, okay, well, I've said expect things to cancel, and so we really are expecting, because the top has an x plus 2 in it, there to be a factor of x plus 2 in the bottom as well. And however you factorise this, you will get a factor of x plus 2. Okay, we found two numbers there, 2 and 3, which multiply together to give 6 and add together to give 5. That's the basics of factorising. And you can see what's going to happen now. We get 3x plus 6 over x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to, right, factorised forms, 3 times x plus 2 over x plus 2 times x plus 3, and getting the green cancelling pen out, we can see that there is a common factor, top and bottom, it's the x plus 2, and they cancel. And we just get left with 3 over x plus 3. And that is it. Okay, let's look at one more of these. Looks slightly more complicated, but we are not going to be afraid of it because we are expecting things to cancel, and that will help us. Now, I'm looking at the top there and thinking that's quite a hard one to factorise, but the bottom looks a lot easier. And if you have looked at the factorising quadratics tutorials, you will know that the bottom here is an example of something I call the difference of two squares, or if you like, dots. Okay, I call this difference of two squares. Okay, and you will know, or you should know, that if we've got x squared minus 4 squared, which we have here, we can write this as x minus 4 times x plus 4. Now, why have I done the bottom first? Because it was easier, and also because it's going to help me factorise the top. Because I know that one of the factors in the top is very, very likely to be either x minus 4 or x plus 4. Okay, so I can do this, and I can write an x and a 4 there, and just sort of fill in the gaps. How do I get 2x squared? Well, it's got to be x times 2x, and 4 times what is 12? Well, that's got to be 3, hasn't it? So I know I'm going to have a 3 there, and then I just have to do the signs. And as I say, if you've seen my tutorials on factorising quadratics, you'll know that that sign there, the plus with the 12, means the two signs in the brackets have to be the same, and the minus here tells you they're both negative. And so we have used our knowledge of factorising quadratics to do that, but we've started from the fact that something was going to cancel. So now it becomes quite easy. Let's just write out the question. Again, 2x squared minus 11x plus 12 over x squared minus 16 is, on the top, x minus 4 times 2x minus 3, and on the bottom, the difference of two squares tells me that it's x minus 4 times x plus 4. And there is a common factor, green cancelling pen, x minus 4 cancels with x minus 4, and I get left with 2x minus 3 over x plus 4. And as I say, these questions shouldn't cause you too many problems.